Hi, everyone. Today I'm going to read you this beautiful story called The Moon Keeper. It's written and illustrated by a woman named Zosienka. And this is the first book that she's published of her own. She's illustrated other books. I think it's just beautiful. And I love the full moon. So I was interested in this story. Let's see. The Moon Keeper. There is a letter addressed to Emil. He's been invited to attend the meeting of the night creatures to hear a very important announcement. The night creatures have chosen him as the new moon keeper. Emil is honored because this is a very important job. Emil prepares himself for the task. There are many things he might need for looking after the moon. Let's see what he gathered. It looks like he has a net and a jar of fireflies, some crayons, a flashlight, matches. What else do you see? I see a notebook. That's interesting. At dusk, he climbs 93 steps up a ladder to meet the moon. Up in the sycamore tree, he introduces himself. The moon is beautiful and round. Emil has never looked at the moon this way before, and he realizes just how magnificent it is. For several nights, Emil keeps watch over the moon. He clears some obscuring clouds. Looks like he's using a vacuum cleaner to do that. And tells the fruit bats to move along when they play too close. There isn't a lot to do, but Emil finds the moon nice to talk to in the stillness of the night. One evening, he notices something strange. Emil rubs his eyes. Is the moon getting smaller? His neighbor nods in agreement. Yes, indeed. It seems to be shrinking. The change is slight, but to be certain, Emil draws a picture of the moon each night and compares it to the one from the night before. It looks like from his illustrations, the moon changes a bit every day or night. Emil hadn't imagined a problem such as this. He rummages through his tools and instruments, but there's nothing there to protect the moon from disappearing. Think, thinks Emil. Have you had enough to eat, moon? Or are you sad? Maybe the fireflies can cheer you up with a riddle, says Emil. Which fish only swims at night, asks a firefly. A starfish, replies another. Emil giggles at the joke and sees that the moon is smiling too. He phones his cousin in the jungle to find out how the moon looks over there. It isn't good news. Same here, Emil reports his cousin. The moon grows thinner and thinner until it's no thicker than a thread. A big green bird lands beside Emil. I've lost the moon, Emil tells the bird. I was supposed to protect it, but I don't know how to make it stay. The moon looks very different, doesn't it, than it did when we first started reading this story. Watch me, says the bird. It jumps off the roof and flies into the darkness. Emil stares into the night, trying to keep the bird in sight. I'm back, says a voice behind Emil. Things come and go. You'll see, says the bird. And then the moon blinks and vanishes. The night is dark. But Emil pictures the moon in his mind and repeats the words of the big green bird until he falls asleep. Things come and then they go. You'll see. Emil wakes up. There's a new smile in the sky. You're back, he whispers. Each night, the moon grows bigger and bigger until it fills the sky again. It looks like everybody's dancing with joy. See Emil's friends? The end. Oh, I love that story. As I said in the beginning, I love looking at the moon. And I particularly love the full moon. It feels magical. And on the nights that I see the full moon, I often call people I love to see if they see the moon too. It's kind of neat to think that you can be in a whole different place, but still look at the same moon. I love that it makes us feel all connected. I hope you enjoyed that story and that you'll come back soon so I can read to you some more. If you're reading this at bedtime, sweet dreams. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.